The little space within the heart is as great as the vast universe. The heavens and earth are there, and the sun and the moon and the stars. Fire and lightning and winds are there, and all that now is and all that is not is contained within the little space within the heart. This is a passage from the Upanishads, which are the yogic source texts. And they're speaking of the spiritual heart called Hridaya. Hridaya means literally the cave of the heart. It represents that innermost space within us, like the sanctum sanctorum, where we hold our deepest desires and it holds our deepest essence. And you'll find that not only in the yoga tradition, but in so many sacred traditions, the importance of the human heart. In my journey, I've studied not only in the yoga tradition, but have sought out in other traditions and found these incredible teachings that lead us back to the heart, our own heart. And that in order to be fully awake, in order to be fully alive, that we have to know our own hearts. My Mayan teacher, Miguel Vergara, says that the Mayans have a concept of what they call a true person. A true person is someone who has been on the journey of life and they've learned to come back to their hearts. It means that they're integrated, not only in body and mind, but in heart and soul. And yoga is also that way. So much of what we see in the modern culture is yoga as a physical practice, which is a wonderful thing. It can help us to have more connection to our bodies. It can help us become more flexible, stronger, even healthier. But yoga was always part of a holistic system that includes the soul, the spirit, the emotions, the breath. And yoga is at its most profound when we allow all of those to come together. The heart has a special significance because it is in the center of everything. In the model of the chakras, we have 3 chakras below, we have 3 chakras above. The heart is represented as 2 triangles, one that points up, which symbolizes the cosmic energy, and one that points down, which symbolizes the earth energy or the feminine. And those 2 triangles meet, and in the center is a dot, and the dot is the Hridaya. It is the center of our being, the place where all polarities and differences resolve, right and left, above, below, male, female, even political affiliations dissolve as we come to the heart. In the heart, we hold the understanding of the deeper essence of life, that we are all connected, that we share the same earth, we share the same breath, literally. And we understand the importance of compassion and kindness. There is no yoga without compassion. There is no yoga without kindness. These are the deeper qualities that begin to come forth when we integrate the heart field. And it's very important to understand, because some of us have a more scientific background or understanding in how we approach life, which is as important, even as a spiritual. They're really 2 sides of the same coin. But what science tells us about the human heart is that we still do not fully understand it. The human heart has electrical fields that are 10 times greater than any other part of us. Magnetic fields, some say over 5,000 times greater than any other part of us. This is amazing, because we're all looking for energy, aren't we? We're all vibrational beings. Love is an energy. Money is energy. Pleasure is energy. The heart is this incredible field of energy within us. And what the yogis tell us about the heart is that the heart actually exists, as we do, on different levels of consciousness, different dimensions of reality. Meaning we have a physical heart, which beats. We know the importance of that. If that is malfunctioning, we would immediately and go see our cardiologist, right? So we know the importance of this tung, 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 which is a muscle, and it's doing this beating. But we have also an emotional heart, which we feel life. When we invite someone into our hearts, we develop this connection with them. We feel them. They are literally in our hearts, and we feel life. The vulnerability we have is right to open our hearts, because that's where the deeper meaning and connection is, and yet it makes us incredibly vulnerable. But the yogis say that there's incredible power in opening our hearts. And our emotional heart is where we begin to really feel life and open to its beauty and its magic. And then we also have a spiritual heart, which is what we call the hridaya. And that is the space within us that holds our spirit or essence. And so through all these levels and layers of the heart, yoga is wanting to connect us in that way. The heart exists as a quantum field of energy on all of these levels. You could literally say it's the central point where every part of your being, your physical self, your astral self, your spiritual self, are all connected through the human heart. Imagine you have everything you've ever wanted in life: name, fame, wealth, experiences, but you never loved. You never opened your heart. Imagine that loneliness that we would feel to not be able to share our lives with someone. Psychologists tell us that the number one motivating reason behind our behavior is that we all want to be loved. We all want to be accepted, to be loved, to be recognized. And number two is that we want to be able to share that. The importance of the human heart in life. Imagine our planet without empathy, without compassion, without kindness, without tolerance, without understanding. So you see, the human heart is really the center of all of these qualities. And yoga is very much dedicated to integrating the heart with the mind. In fact, in Tantra, we call it the heart-mind, because we recognize that these two parts of us are not actually separate. We have the heart as one end of consciousness and the mind as the other. And when we let them flow together as best friends, I imagine it like a figure eight, we're able to integrate the mental or mind and sentient heart aspects of our being. And this is really important in our evolution. And I'll close with this, because if we do not integrate our heart into our experience, our collective heart, our collective humanity, we will continue to create things that destroy the planet. And I choose to believe and feel and trust that we not only can do that, but we are doing that in the positive, because of the incredible awakening that's happening on our planet. The people of the earth are choosing peace. So as each one of us, as a microcosm in the macrocosm, a cell in creation, as you and I awaken, and as we heal, and as we connect, we become a part of that healing. We become a part of the solution. We become a part of the consciousness that says we can heal and we are healing. And that's how we get there. In my linear mind, I have no idea, honestly, how we will get there. But in my heart, because I've been around the world and I've seen others doing it and have done it with others, we're doing it. And so imagine the heart as its own field of energy within you. It's a quantum field that, as we learn to access the heart, we have access to the universe in a completely different way. And so in this view, this is really the secret of the human heart.